Hello students, in previous class we discussed about acids, bases and salts. What is the definition of acid, what is the definition of base and what is the definition of salts, and it will be how they extracted and how it will be formed in a chemical reactions. We observe that and how acids and bases reacts with different compounds and what are the products we observe there. Okay. Now we are going to discussing about next chapter, that is chemical equations. Chemical equations. What is mean by chemical equation? Okay, chemical equation means the symbolic representation of a chemical reaction is called chemical equation. Okay, once again, what is mean by chemical equation means the symbolic representation of a chemical reaction by using symbols or formulas is called chemical equation. Okay, what is mean by chemical reaction? Here two or more than two compounds rearranged and form a new substance is called chemical reaction. Okay, once again, chemical reaction means two or more than two compounds rearranged and form a new substance is called chemical reaction. For example, take a chemical reaction. Okay, here sodium chloride when treated with take one example here, sodium hydroxide when treated with sodium hydrochloric acid. Okay, when sodium hydroxide is treated with hydrochloric acid, it will be formed NaCl plus water molecule will be formed. This is called chemical reaction. Okay, two or more than two substances undergoing in a chemical reaction and form salts and water. This is called chemical reaction. Okay, two or more than two compounds undergoing in a chemical reaction, they are rearranging. Okay, they are rearranging in their positions and form a new substance is called chemical reaction. What is meant by chemical equation means here we are using symbols. Okay, what is the symbol of sodium hydroxide? What is the symbol of sodium hydroxide? NaOH. Okay, commonly we write the sodium hydroxide like this sodium hydroxide. Okay, when we use words it will be write like this, but in chemical equations, by using the symbols and formulas of chemical compounds, we express a chemical reaction. This is called chemical equation. Okay, here we taken the formula of sodium hydroxide. What is the chemical formula? NaOH. Okay, here HCl means hydrochloric acid. When these two substances are undergoing and it will be formed a product, this is called chemical reaction. When this chemical reaction is represented by using the symbols and formulas, it is said to be chemical equation. Okay, here the chemical reactions are classified into two types which are occur in our surroundings. Okay, chemical reactions are classified into two types, that are physical reactions, physical change and chemical change. Okay, here the chemical reactions are classified into two types. Chemical reactions are classified into two types. First one, physical change and chemical change. Chemical change. Here what is mean by physical change? It is also, physical change is also called as temporary change. Temporary change. Here chemical change also called as permanent change. Permanent change. Okay, here what is mean by physical change and chemical change means, here when we use an external force, the substance will change its shape and size is called physical change. Okay, for example, imagine a rubber band. Okay, take a rubber band and fit it between the two fingers. Okay, between two fingers, when we apply an external force on the rubber band, like stretch like this. Okay, by using an external force with our fingers, stretch the rubber band, it will the shape and size will be changed. Yes or no? So based on that, when we remove our external force, it will be get its actual position. Okay, in that time it is changing, as it is called as physical change or temporary change. Okay, once again, take a rubber band and keep it between the two fingers. Okay, when we use an external force on it, it will be change its shape and size. Okay, and when we remove an external force, okay, in that time it will get actual position. It is called physical change or temporary change. Okay, for example, rubber band or spring also. Take a spring, okay, and use a external force on it. Okay, when we use an external force on the spring, it will be change its shape and size. It is called physical change. When we remove an external force, it will be get its actual position. Okay, this is called physical change or temporary change. Next, chemical change or permanent change. Here, for example, take milk. Okay, milk converted into curd. Okay, this is a chemical process. By when milk converted into curd, we don't get once again milk from the curd. Okay, this is a chemical change or permanent change. Once when milk converts into curd, we are unable to get milk from that curd. Yes or no? So this is a chemical change process, or it is also called permanent change. Okay, another one example, rusting of iron. Rusting of iron also chemical change. Once a iron rust, we don't get pure form from them. Okay, so it is also chemical change. Some of examples are given in our book, that are the process of respiration. Okay, the process of respiration, the process of digestion, and tearing of papers, and burning of crackers, and ripening of the mango, and rusting of iron. These all are in the above all examples are we observe chemical change will be takes place. Okay, in that what are the changes are appearing, it is indicates that chemical change is taking place in that. Okay, when new substances are formed in a chemical reaction which lose the characteristics of which when compared to their original substance. Okay, it will get a new characteristic properties. So the chemical change will be takes place between them. Okay, next now we are going to observe three different types of example activities. What are they? Observe. Okay, now we will observe the following three activities how chemical reactions will be takes place. Okay, in first one, take a beaker. Okay, take a beaker. Okay, add 1 gram of, okay, add 1 gram of calcium oxide. Okay, add 1 gram of calcium oxide. It is also called calcium oxide is called lime water. Okay, here add 1 gram of calcium oxide lime water into the beaker and add 10 ml of water. Okay, add 10 ml of water. Here the chemical reaction takes place between this lime water and water molecule, and it will be evolved. Okay, heat will be evolved in this chemical reaction. When we touch the bottom of the beaker, we feel that it is hot. Okay, when we touch the bottom of the beaker, the hot heat is evolving in this beaker. So that's why the bottom of the beaker is hot. We touch hot. Okay, in that the chemical reaction is taking place between them. Okay, here the formed in this chemical reaction, the formed substance is calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide will be formed. See, observe the chemical reaction how it will be takes place. Take calcium oxide. Okay, calcium oxide when treated with water molecule, it will give rise to calcium hydroxide will be formed, and it is evolved. Okay, it is evolved. Here how many, according to law of conservation of mass, a chemical equation must be balanced. Either check it balanced or not. How many calciums are present left side of the arrow mark? Here how many calciums are there? Only one calcium is there. Here also one calcium. Here how many oxygens are there? 2 hydrogens are there. Here also this 2 is applicable to hydrogens and oxygens. So here oxygens are present 2, here hydrogens also are present to left side 2, right side also 2. Okay, according to law of conservation of mass, equation is balanced. The product which is formed as calcium hydroxide. Okay, take in next activity 2, take a beaker. Okay, take a beaker. In that add few grams of sodium sulfate. Okay, add few grams of sodium sulfate and add 100 ml of water. Okay, add 100 ml of water. The sodium sulfate solution will be formed. Okay, next take another beaker and add few grams of barium chloride. Okay, barium chloride. Take in this beaker few grams of barium chloride. Here when we add 100 grams of 100 ml of water. Okay, add 100 ml of water into the second beaker. Okay, here also we are adding 100 ml of water. These two solutions are prepared in separate beakers. These solutions do not have any colors. Okay, here now mix the two solutions in a big beaker. Okay, in a big beaker. In that time you observe that a white precipitate is formed in the bottom of the beaker. White precipitate is formed in this beaker. Here what is mean by precipitate? Precipitate means insoluble substance is called precipitate. Okay, here when chemical reaction will be takes place between sodium sulfate plus barium chloride. Okay, here it will be formed BaSO4 plus 2NaCl will be formed. Okay, see here, observe the equation according to law of conservation of mass. Here how many sodiums are present? 2 sodiums. Okay, this subscript indicates the how many formula units are present in reactants. Okay, here 2 sodiums are present. Here also 2 sodium is present. Here how many sulfates are there? Only one sulfate is there. Here also one sulfate is formed in the products. Here how many barium molecules are there? Only one. Here also only one. Here chlorines, how many chlorines are present? Left side of the arrow mark 2 chlorines are present. Here also this 2 is applicable to sodium and chloride. Okay, so according to law of conservation of mass, chemical equation is balanced. Okay, here once again take 2 beakers. Okay, label them 1 and 2. Okay, in first one take few grams of sodium sulfate and add 100 ml of water. Okay, here sodium sulfate solution is prepared in one beaker and take another one beaker that labeled as 2. Here take barium chloride. Okay, take few grams of barium chloride and add 100 ml of water. Here also barium chloride solution is prepared. Okay, after that few minutes add these 2 solutions in a large size beaker. Okay, large size beaker. Here in that when we add this sodium sulfate and barium chloride, it will be the chemical reaction will be takes place between them and the white precipitate is formed, that is barium sulfate. Okay, here barium sulfate minus plus minus plus. Okay, here this positive charge attack on this negative charge and this positive charge attack on this negative charge. So that's why barium sulfate will be formed and sodium chloride will be formed. Okay, here observe next in activity 3. Okay, what we observe here, see, in this chemical reaction take a conical flask. Okay, take a conical flask. This is a conical flask. Add few grams of zinc granules into the conical flask. Okay, add few grams of zinc granules into the conical flask. Okay, and add few ml of concentrated HCl. Okay, add HCl, hydrochloric acid. This is are the zinc granules. Here the chemical reaction will be takes place between the zinc granules and hydrochloric acid. Here what is the chemical reaction? Observe here, zinc plus 2 moles of HCl. Okay, 2 moles of HCl gives rise to ZnCl2 plus hydrogen gas will be evolved. Okay, here zinc when treated with hydrochloric acid, it will be formed zinc chloride and hydrogen gas will be evolved. How we said that hydrogen gas evolved in this experiment means when chemical reactions will be taking place, the evaporation will be gas will be evolved from the mouth of the conical flask. In that time, when we bring the lighted matchstick near to the mouth of the conical flask, in that time it will produce the pop sound and put off. Okay, once again, when chemical reaction takes place between the zinc granules and hydrochloric acid, in that time the it will be the gas comes outside. In that time, when we bring lighted matchstick near the mouth of the conical flask, it will produce the pop sound and put off. Based on that, the evolved gas is hydrogen. Okay, in the following 3 activities, okay, in these 3 activities, we observe that here the original substances which are undergoing in a chemical reaction, they lost the original characteristic properties, and which is formed which is a newly substance which is formed products in a chemical reaction, they will get a new properties which are not same with reactants. Okay, here in chemical reactions the gas will be evolved. Based on that, when gas evolved, it is classified into 2 types. In a chemical reaction, when gas evolved, it is used by using the upward arrow mark. Okay, in some chemical reactions, precipitate will be formed. Here BaSO4 is one of the best example for precipitate. Precipitate means insoluble substance is called precipitate. Precipitate settle down in the apparatus or beaker. Okay, here next another one important point is there, exothermic and endothermic. In some chemical reactions, heat energy is released and some chemical reactions heat is absorbed. Based on that, the chemical reactions are classified into 2 types. First one, exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction means here when heat energy is evolved or liberated, it is called exothermic reaction. When heat energy is absorbed in a chemical reaction, it is called endothermic reaction. Next, chemical equation. Okay, what is meant by chemical equation? Means the symbolic representation of a chemical reaction by using symbols or formulas is called chemical equation. Okay, here in this chemical reaction, the two important terms are there. For example, take NaOH plus HCl gives rise to NaCl plus H2O will be formed. Okay, here NaOH when treated with hydrochloric acid, sodium hydroxide when treated with hydrochloric acid, it will be formed sodium chloride and H2O molecule will be formed. Okay, here NaOH when we write the sodium hydroxide means by using the words sodium hydroxide, okay, hydroxide plus hydrochloric acid, hydrochloric acid gives rise to sodium chloride plus water. Sodium chloride plus water molecule will be formed. Means chemical equation is, when we write by using the words like this, okay, sodium chloride, we write this equation by using the words. Instead of these words, nowadays we are using to represent a chemical equation with the help of their symbols or formulas. It is called chemical equations. When we write the chemical equation by using their symbols, this process is easy to write and communicate to the others, okay, in chemistry. So here in a chemical reaction, the substances which are undergoing in a chemical reaction are called reactants, okay. Reactants are present left side of the arrow mark, okay. The reactants are present left side of the arrow mark is called reactants. These are the sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid are called as reactants, and the substance which is formed after the chemical reaction is called products, that are sodium chloride and water molecule will be formed, okay. Here the substances which are undergoing in a chemical reaction, newly formed substances are called products, which the products will have a different properties and colors when compared to the substances which are undergoing in a chemical reaction, okay. Next, writing a chemical equation, okay. Here writing a chemical equation is more precise and useful by using the chemical formulas and symbols instead of using words, okay. Here when we write a chemical equation, here by using the symbols or formulas, it is easy when compared to the word equation, okay. For example, when a equation is write by using their formula units, CaO plus H2O gives rise to CaOH2, okay. Calcium hydroxide will be formed. Calcium oxide, when treated with water molecule, it will be formed, calcium hydroxide will be formed, okay. In this chemical reactions, how many formula units are present in each compound, we can easily find out, okay. Here how many formula units in calcium oxide means only one formula unit of calcium and only one formula unit of oxygen is present, and in here one water molecule is present, it will be formed calcium hydroxide. When there is no subscript value, okay, there is no subscript value means it is present only one, okay. For example, take Na2SO4 means here sodium is present 2 formula units, okay. Sodium is present 2 formula units. When there is no subscript value, here there is no subscript value means we must understood that one is present, okay. For example, take a title of movie title, that is Bahubali, okay. Here when we observe that Bahubali 1 and Bahubali the beginning and the Bahubali the conclusion, okay. Here the Bahubali conclusion has Bahubali 2, but the Bahubali beginning does not has Bahubali 1, because when there is no value, okay, there is no numerical value means we must understood that one, when it will be to present more than one substance, when more than one formula units, in that time we must write the subscript value, okay. Here also when there is no subscript value of the compound means it must be taken as 1, okay. In this first one, calcium oxide is present one formula unit, and water molecule when it is treated, it will be formed calcium hydroxide. Sodium sulfate plus barium chloride, when treated, it will be formed barium sulfate plus 2 NaCl will be formed. Okay, next zinc plus 2 moles of HCl treated, it will be formed ZnCl2 plus hydrogen gas will be evolved. Okay, in this chemical equations, which substances are undergoing and what the new substances are formed, by using their symbols and formulas we write as chemical equations like this. Okay.